Hi, Story Gordon here. How's it going? Me too. It's going. It keeps going. Today I want to talk about what it takes to create what I would call a perfect program. Now, perfect for me, not for you. But the program format I want to talk about is what I use today in every program I present, whether it's a speech, a presentation, a workshop, a seminar, even as an MC. It started 60 years ago. In 1957, the Air Force assigned me as a technical instructor and gave me a 40-hour intensive instructor training course where I learned three things. One, to teach by the tell 'em model. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and tell them what you told them. Second, my job as an instructor was to motivate my students to have a burning yearning for learning. And third, I was supposed to erase the blackboard with clean vertical strokes so what was on there before had been completely erased. I still do the first two. Haven't seen many blackboards lately. The tell 'em model is the classic. Some people say it began with Aristotle. It could be. I wasn't around at the time. I've been around a while, but he predates me. Today, however, that tell 'em model, which really is the embodiment of the opening, the body, and the closing. 60 years ago, I was doing a data dump. I was telling my students what I knew and hoping they would learn. Today, I'm trying to tell my audiences what it is that I see, but try to do it in a way where they can consider whether it applies to them. It's very important to have that opening, body, and closing. In the opening, I try to create a situation where the audience knows what's coming and do it in such a way that they want to pay attention. In the body, I try to create the information or the insights I'm offering as a sequence of points. Each one of them is really a mini program with its own little opening, body, and closing. And then finally, in the closing, I try to wrap it up by tying together the points that have been made into a comprehensive whole. That's the program. I've come to believe that the problem with that is that if I show up and that's all I do is give the opening, the body, and the closing, the audience, many of the audience will miss it. Why is that? Well, put yourself in an audience. You're sitting there, the speaker hasn't been introduced yet, someone comes up, introduces the speaker, and then the speaker comes out and begins the program. If you begin with the opening, I believe that you may not get everyone on board right away. So I put a couple of bits ahead of the opening of the main program. First, I have a setup line. Second, a prologue. The setup line is strictly to get the audience's attention. Doesn't take very long, one line. The prologue does three things. It introduces the topic, establishes my experience and credibility to speak to the topic, and invites the audience to join me in a journey, a program of interest. Then I deliver the main program. At the end of the program, the closing of the program where I've wrapped it up, I don't want to stop there. I want to bring the audience in for a soft landing. So I give an epilogue. And the epilogue is really a statement that's not part of the program, but rather an observation as to the significance or relevance of the program. Finally, the very last thing I do is deliver a sign-off line. Now, to me, those are all important parts. That's a five-part model. Setup line, prologue, the main program, which is probably 98 or 99% of the whole program, then an epilogue and a sign-off. That's all for this video. My encouragement to you is to develop your own model. Put together your own perfect program model and try to use it every time you create a new program, each time trying to get just a little bit better. This is Story Gordon saying, all the best. Hope to see you again soon.